What's going on, y'all? Your boy Darius Gray here, back giving another video. This time, I have something a little different that I actually haven't done on my channel before, and that is, talk a little bit about this whole Jonathan Majors situation, right? It's something that I've covered on my TikTok mainly. You can go in the description, click the link tree, it'll take you to the links. You can go to TikTok and follow me there if you haven't already. But I'm gonna talk about it today on here because it's very interesting, like the new developments and whatnot, how the trial keeps getting, pushed back. I think like the official date is October 25th, which is my birthday, which is wild. And I believe like Jonathan Majors' team is trying to get the case thrown out, dismissed. They've like moved, or like whatever the legal jargon is for that. They've motioned to have it dismissed, and like I think the prosecution have like until the 16th of October or something like that. Like they have a certain amount of time where they're supposed to respond, and then the defense is gonna respond to whatever they say, and then we'll go on from there. But yeah, this case obviously is a big deal because Jonathan Majors is he was like a breakout star in Hollywood, man. He was in everything now. He was popping up, man. Like after he showed up in Loki, right? He had Creed, obviously Quantumania, him playing Kang and all that stuff. That like one not Top Gun movie, Devotion, yeah, Devotion, yeah. So this is obviously a big deal to a lot of people, and obviously this type of subject matter is important to take seriously. However, just looking at everything that's come out, right, I've been of the opinion that I personally believe he's innocent. And of course, it always should be innocent until proven guilty. That's just how it should be. But, in the case of the internet, it's not always the case. But just the different things that have come out, the fact that police actually, like, they still have a warrant for her arrest, his ex, the one who's alleging that he is, I don't even know if I can say the words, but that he hit her and stuff like that. Like, the police have probable cause to arrest her. They have an arrest warrant out for her being the one who hit him and stuff. It's just like this. It's Johnny Depp Amber Heard all over again, but it's just. But anyway, I saw this article, right, and it was interesting because no other like news site really talked about it. I haven't seen really anyone else talking about it, which is kind of interesting. And this article basically talks about how his defense team is alleging that the prosecution, they were doing some real dirty stuff with like certain pieces of evidence that was more favorable to Majors, and they allegedly hid it. They allegedly hid this evidence. So I'm just going to go through it with you guys, right? We're going to read this article, read what they have to say, and we're going to go from there, man. So let's get into this thing. Okay, man, let's go with this, all right? From Insider. I gotta be careful with my words, obviously. Jonathan Majors, case. Grace Jabari appears unharmed in exclusive video. Marvel Star says, whatever. That's written weird. The Marvel Star says the DA hid. They're saying that the district attorney, that the prosecution hid this video right here, and obviously it's not the full video. That's for evidence once the trial starts. But they have this image from it. So like they had the little highlights here. Marvel actor Jonathan Majors has asked a Manhattan judge to drop his misdemeanor DA case. He says that the district attorney hid sidewalk video showing his ex unharmed minutes after he allegedly hit her. Other hidden evidence includes a doctor's opinion and a DA effort to influence the NYPD, he claims. Okay, so let's just get into this because that obviously sounds dirty. Lawyers for Marvel star Jonathan Majors have sent the judge in his Manhattan DV case new video they say shows his ex-girlfriend unharmed just 8 minutes after he allegedly hit her. The sidewalk security camera video obtained by Insider and described as significant by Major's legal team offers the clearest images yet of accuser Grace Jabari, soon after she and the King of the Conqueror actor fought on a Chinatown street corner back in March. God, this has been going on for that long. The clip shows the sobbing, pacing woman using her right hand to hold a cell phone, to put on and take off a heavy coat, and to pull her long hair in and out of a bun. This, despite the fractured middle finger prosecutors allege Majors had just caused her by twisting that hand. So they're saying, she has an alleged broken middle finger, but yet she's using her right hand and all that stuff to do different things that would cause discomfort and pain. Majors is also accused of slapping Jabari in the head hard enough to cut and bloody her ear, but no such injuries evident in the new video, which captured her conversation with the trio of strangers outside a Soho luxury condo building. Oh, wait, they actually have this? Oh, shit, they do. Okay, I guess they do. All right, let's watch this thing.
Keep going. What do you want?
I did not think they actually had the video here.
No way.
Claims broken right. Yeah, I see no blood on her right here. Yeah, I mean.
No, basically, I just had to run out of the car.
No bleeding.
Seems like a lie.
Well, what's funny is,
Okay, all right. Oh no, okay, that was done. Still.
Can I get you in the car? I don't want to leave you because we're about to get in our car. Can I help you get a car?
Then my phone ran out of the taxi.
Okay.
So I know where I live. So I live in
All right.
7th Avenue.
Okay, let's get you.
I just ran out of the car because I started texting my mum saying, I'm supposed to be kissing you. And I was like, oh,
Alright, fair game, girlie.
ran off.
Okay, that is clear. All right, that's key. She said that she saw text messages in his phone from another woman who, personally, it's just my theory, was making good. I'm just saying. I think it was making good. But, I just want to go back because that has been a thing that his defense has been saying that, after she found out about some messages in his phone, she went wild and started attacking him.
Kissing you. And I was like,
Alright. Okay, let's get you.
Okay.
Let's
I
get you.
just ran out of the car because I started texting my mum saying, I'm supposed to be kissing you.
She said texts from a woman saying, like, kissing you or something.
Fair game, girlie.
Ran off.
Let's get you home. Let's get you home. Call you or get you an Uber. No. Here. I'll go in there.
I mean, what's key about this is that
I'm gonna hail you a cab and we're gonna
And then you could pay with it. No.
she's talking.
wait, Chloe, I cover a wall.
You've got a lot of money.
I saw. I'm gonna pretend that I
You guys have the best store man in the world.
She goes through her phone and holds her head over the right.
No.
Sorry, I'm embarrassed.
What's interesting about this, she's not telling them that he hit her. 'Cause keep in mind, this is 8 minutes after he allegedly hit her. But, she's not telling them that. You would think she would tell them that if that actually happened. She's just talking about the messages on the phone.
Here, give me your Venmo. I'll give you
Okay, you don't need much. I have great.
Everything I have is in fucking time.
It was $13 if I'm ever homeless in 5 years.
Her finger does not look hurt at all. And that's not to say that her finger never did get hurt, because the whole thing, from what I remember, was that like she did go to the hospital for her hurt finger, but at least I think she did, right? She went to the hospital for her hurt finger, but what Major's team is saying is that she hurt her finger after coming home from clubbing, and she like she was drunk and stuff, and she fell out, and then she hurt her hand or whatever from like a drunken fall, which that would, I don't know, man, because it clearly doesn't look hurt here.
We got it. I have a car here too. Should I cancel it? No, I'm not canceling it.
You guys, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You're fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get where you need to be.
He ran, and it was like he was
Then you have to put that on him. That's his fault.
She said he ran after she found out. Not that he, choked her out or whatever she was saying, whatever the prosecution was saying, happened. She's clearly saying that afterwards he ran. Is that him right there? That's him right there.
Bro.
Later that night, Jabari goes dancing with these three strangers she met on the street. See, like, that doesn't look... He just walks past her. It's just like, man, I ain't even messing with you right now. But, like, she doesn't even seem like... Again, you would think she would be talking with the fact that he hit her or choked her out if that actually happened. It just doesn't look like she's more hung up. She's just talking about, he's like cheating on her or whatever because she found messages in his phone and then he ran away. And then like she's going after him. All right, there's got to be some other footage from that. Oh man, that is interesting. So Major's defense team is saying that the prosecution hid this footage, that they just sat on it, didn't want to release it because obviously it's more favorable of Major's not having done anything because you don't see any bleeding ear, you don't see a messed up finger, she's not talking about the fact that she's not telling any of them. You would think she would tell them that he hit her, but she's talking solely about messages she found on the phone and said that he ran away after she confronted him about it or whatever. So let's see what they have else here to say. The video is a key exhibit in the defense lawyer's latest effort to get the career-threatening misdemeanor case thrown out of court, this time in the argument that prosecutors allegedly hid evidence that helps clear the Disney actor. Rather than flagging the video as state evidence law requires, prosecutors sat on this video for almost 4 months and then buried it in over 2 terabytes of discovery, turned over only last month, defense lawyer Priya Chaudhry said in her request that the case be thrown out. Jabari, 30, is a London-based movement coach who met Majors on the set of this year's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. She can be heard in the March 25th video telling 3 strangers that she's Major's girlfriend. No way, one of the men responds, that she left her phone and purse in their car after they fought and the actor ran off. Mr. Jabari was not only completely unharmed, but was describing what had just happened by repeatedly insisting that Mr. Majors had texts from another woman on his phone and making no reference to suffering physical violence of any sort, Chaudhry said. Majors makes a brief appearance in the clip as the trio offers Jabari cab money and the use of their cell phones. It's a non-speaking cameo. Majors, who is himself looking for the driver, says nothing as he walks past the group on the sidewalk, ignoring Jabari as she asks, "Where's my bag?" It was in the car. The clip ends with Jabari and 3 strangers following Majors out of the shot. Before parting ways for the night, Jabari and Majors would fight for another 5 minutes, though always in the presence of security cameras and eyewitnesses, including the 3 strangers and the driver, the defense says. At no point in those final 5 minutes did Majors strike Jabari, Chaudhry says the prosecution evidence shows. Where's that video? I want to see that video. Instead, video shows Mr. Jabari wildly grabbing and clawing at him, ripping off his coat buttons and tearing his coat pocket in the process, leaving the actor with scratches on his arm and face, the lawyer says in her papers. Jabari then left with the strangers for 2 hours of drinking and dancing at Lucy's nightclub in the lower levels of the Moxie Hotel on the Bowery in Lower Manhattan. Additional video newly filed by Majors lawyers singles out one moment showing Jabari being led and twirled ballroom dance style by her supposedly broken finger as she dances with a man at the club. Again, I don't know if you go out clubbing after someone allegedly, hit you, choked you out, and beat you up. But let's see this real quick. That's her right there in the bottom. She gets twirled. It's, my God, the camera quality is terrible. But you do see the twirl. And he's holding her right, yeah? He's holding her right hand. Yep. It's mighty sus, man. It is mighty sus. Look, yeah, like he's got a hold on her. You think she'd be like, oh, no, like, or maybe alcohol numbs the pain. I don't know, man. This just seems sus. Prosecutors failed to flag still more evidence favorable to Majors, the lawyer alleges, including statements made by the driver who witnessed the couple's midnight fight as, over the course of 20 minutes, it repeatedly spilled in and out of his hired car and onto the streets of Chinatown and Soho. The driver told prosecutors that Miss Jabari was the obvious aggressor in the altercation with Mr. Majors and went so far as to characterize Miss Jabari as Psycho Girl. In speaking with prosecutors, Chaudhry says in her 23-page motion to dismiss the case. Prosecutors also waited until only a month ago to interview the Bellevue Hospital ER physician who earlier the next afternoon treated Jabari's broken finger and cut ear, Chaudhry said in her filing. They waited only a month to interview that guy. As my mom loves to say, something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean, bro. This milk is smelling real expired right now. Majors contends that Jabari had sustained those injuries not while fighting with him, but in a drunken fall after returning alone to his 3-story penthouse apartment. The physician, Dr. William K. Chiang, supports that scenario. He told prosecutors that a fracture like the one Ms. Jabari sustained on her finger is commonly found in patients who had direct trauma, usually found from hitting an object or from falling. Prosecutors allege Majors broke Jabari's finger while trying to pry his cell phone out of her hand. But when asked if the fracture was consistent with pulling, grabbing, or twisting a hand or finger, Dr. Shang stated it was medically possible but uncommon. So that is, it's possible but uncommon. In another key revelation from Majors' bid to have the case dismissed, the defense is alleging that Manhattan prosecutors tried and failed to get the NYPD to drop a cross complaint that Majors filed in June against Jabari. That's right. That's the one where he accused her of, being the aggressor and, hurting him, which gave them probable cause to go arrest her. Oh yeah, he got cuts right there. Yeah. You see the cut right there. Defense photo taken after he says, yep, scratched his face in the fight. Yep, that is. Police in 2 precincts have agreed that there is probable cause for arresting Jabari for allegedly slapping and scratching Majors on the street, then running up his credit card. You evil woman. I'm sorry. And stealing valuables from his penthouse while he was under arrest. The prosecutors tried to convince a 10th precinct detective not to arrest Jabari when she returns to the U.S., an effort the detective rebuffed. Chaudhry alleged in an August 21st letter to the case prosecutor Galloway, that's also part of the recent defense filing. So they tried to convince him not to arrest her when she returns to the U.S. That's been another thing, is that they've been looking for her. Like, once she gets back to the U.S., she'll get, arrested. She'll get arrested. She'll get booked. The detective is still attempting to organize her surrender with her representatives, dude. This is wild, bro. She's on the run. She does not want to come back because she'll know she'll get arrested. But she has to come back for the trial, right? And there's the scratches. God, I feel that. I've been scratched like that before by, like, my dog and stuff. That's crazy. It was jealousy that set Jabari off, Chaudhry alleges in her filings, which give the most detailed and jarring account yet of Majors' narrative that night. Whipped up by the 6 alcoholic drinks she had consumed that night, she immediately flew into a savage rage in the car after seeing a text on Majors' phone that she believed showed him to be unfaithful. By 3:30 a.m., security video shows Jabari arriving by taxi back at Majors' empty triplex penthouse. He had left at 1 a.m. to sleep at the Mark Hotel on the Upper East Side, the lawyer said. Lobby and elevator security footage indicates no apparent discomfort, marks, or bleeding. Okay. All right. In the apartment, she attempted to call him no less than 32 times, sent him imploring text messages begging for him to call, then switched angry and jealous text messages about his purported infidelity. And then, when these tactics proved fruitless, she dropped the ultimate bomb and threatened, oh God, okay, can't say that, just before 8 a.m. At 8 a.m., Jabari reached out to a friend in England, sending photos of her new injuries and confessing that she did not know how she hurt herself. The new filing reveals. Jabari also admitted she'd been really scrappy with Majors during their earlier fight. The new evidence cited by Shady reveals. At 9 a.m., Mr. Majors awoke to find his face stuck to the hotel pillow with dry blood from the large gash delivered by Mr. Jabari's fingernails. And there's the blood from his pillow. Jeez, dude, this is crazy. How is no one else talking about this? It's kind of sus, ain't it? Almost as if, the media has agendas. Concerned to see her messages, Majors returned home to his penthouse at 10:30 a.m. What Mr. Majors found in his apartment spun his concern into complete panic. A deliberately placed sentimental photograph, a lit candle, intentionally stacked romantic items, a locked bedroom door, closed bedroom curtains, and no answer to his phone calls, calling her name, or loud knocks on the door. Within seconds of a building staffer forcing open the locked bedroom door and finding Jabari unconscious on the floor of the walk-in closet. Mr. Majors called 911, and the first terrified words out of his mouth were attempted self-deletion. Previous defense filings have noted police found a spilled bottle of sleeping pills in the bedroom and vomit on the floor. Majors was arrested by arriving NYPD officers who believed that the actor had caused Jabari's hand and head injuries. Majors, who faces up to a year in jail, convicted, is scheduled to appear via video at his next court hearing Friday, that was this Friday gone, which they set the new trial date of my birthday. A lawyer for Jabari did not immediately return a call requesting comment in the new filings. Jesus, man, there's a lot. There's a lot that people are just not talking about this. But this is, I mean, dude, just off of all that, man, I it's kind of hard not to see that. Oh God, I feel like I'm even though I haven't seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I feel like I'm Charlie Day with the damn board, like got all the arrows and circles. Like, there's just so much. Oh my God. Oh man. We'll see. I mean, like, a lot of this stuff. So like 3:30 a.m. she went back. I'm trying to like directly get all this stuff. He left at 1 a.m. I'm trying to like piece together what was the time. I'm trying to say, like, what was the time of like this video in like relation to all that. Like, does this camera footage have like a time? It says like it doesn't say what the time is. But like, I don't know, dude. Like she went out clubbing with those 3 people afterwards. Again, didn't say anything about him hitting her. And like, this is the part of the video, like, is like they followed him out of shot, and there's still cameras and eyewitnesses there. So we need to see that stuff, right? We need to see that stuff. Which is, and they're saying that the video does not show him hitting her, but it shows her hitting him. So we need that video now, which I wonder if they'll ever release that like they did this one. I guess the only reason they released that one is because like this wasn't filed. I mean, I don't know if it was filed by like, this was supposed to be filed by the prosecution, but they didn't file it. So, which again is like dirty as hell. Yeah, man, this is wild. So like after that, she went clubbing with them. Then she got drunk as hell, came back, vomited, fell out, had sleeping pills, and like he, she's sending him the messages and stuff, and he was in a hotel, which is where he took those pictures of himself and all the scratches and stuff. That is wild. So like I'm trying to So like because there's still the whole stuff about like what happened in the car, right? And there's still like alleged video of him in the car with her, which we also need to see that. But they did say that they interviewed the driver and he said, you know, she was the aggressor and stuff, right? Like they're looking for, like after this, she's looking for the car. Because where'd they find her at? She didn't come out of the building. She was on the sidewalk? Or did she come out of the building? I forgot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. See, yeah. I thought she came out of the building. No, so like she came out from this side after whatever happened in the car, 8 minutes later after whatever happened in the car. And then it's talking about how like she needs her purse and stuff. And like Majors had ran off apparently that way. So yeah, man, what do you guys think? Because I just of what everything has been pieced together, like nothing yet from the prosecution side of the story really matches up or lines up or just seems logical. That is just everything that happened in the car is very key. Whatever happened afterwards when they all followed him is key. Who knows, man? I think for right now, I'm of the belief that Majors is innocent. I just am. Until we see something else that says otherwise, that shows otherwise. It's just, and obviously, they're still waiting for her to show up in the U.S. so she get booked. I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think, man? And of course, be civil. We can all talk about this stuff. I know it's like a serious subject matter, but we can talk about this. Be civil about it. All right. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. All right. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. I believe last time I checked, I'm at 190. I'm 100 away, man. Which is just little increment goals, moving up and up. So yeah, man. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.